Hello, everyone. This is Natalie with the Marketing Resolution YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing great today, but if you're not, I happen to have a special guest, Dr. Deri Ronis from Sarasota, Florida, and she is definitely the person who could make maybe an iffy day go a whole lot better. Hi, Deri. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for asking, and I hope you're doing good too.
I'm doing fantastic, thanks. So your practice in Sarasota, Florida has a concentration on well-being, healthfulness for families, for businesses, for all different kinds of groups, organizations, associations. And I know that you do a lot of philanthropic work as well. But I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your practice and how you integrate that 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 mindfulness, that healthfulness into your mediation practice?
Well, that's a really good question. And I would say that it's been a process over the last 2 to 3 decades of realizing that the world is changing. We see that in the schools with the violence and the bullying. We see that in workplace practices with harassment, not only sexual, but mental and emotional. So my work over these years and the last 12 years that I've been living here has been focused not only with helping the courts in juvenile restitution, but also the colleges, working with college students and teaching them about school-based mediation. And then we go into the high schools and do training for them. I would say that one of the unfortunate aspects is that there's not enough funding for this. So those kinds of things have happened through grants from different organizations locally here and also away.
But they are at least happening, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely, yes. And, families as well, conflicts in interpersonal relationships, every aspect of life, really.
Absolutely. And I know that because you and I have been in the same industry now for a handful of decades, that your website has a lot of resources for people. And so let me just mention that if you are in the Sarasota, Florida area and looking for help or information, you can go to Dr. Deri, D-E-R-I, drderi.com. And of course, I'll put that in the description bar down below. So feel free to log on to that website because Deri has an enormous menu of services that she can offer to people. What are just some of the services that you offer? Can you give me a short list?
Yes, I can. The thing that's embarrassing, I would say, I don't know if embarrassing is right, but we all have a lot of different skills and many people just try to focus on one area. But I'm the kind of person that allows life to kind of direct me in its own direction. So as a result of that, I also have my undergraduate work, which was in ESOL languages. So I do tutoring for people who have problems with language. I also teach part-time English to speakers of other languages. We have over 1,000 immigrants from all over the world at our college. And I teach the higher levels, people that are here for political asylum from Venezuela, doctors who are now working in paint stores. I mean, that's one aspect. Then I offer training in alternative dispute resolution, such as anti-bullying. A lot of that, I have a private practice where I see couples or individuals. I do groups when people ask me. So I'm kind of like, give Deri a call and see what she could help you with. And on my website, actually, there is a free consultation for one question. And then if they want to go further, we can go from there. And there are lots of resources. There's a really good handbook called How to Handle Conflict, a Practical Approach, very inexpensive. There's a self-esteem workbook for children that I'm actually seeking publication for because I've self-published that for a long time. And I have a company in New York and one in Missouri, I think, that are both interested. So, it's a lifelong journey. There are self-help books, A Soulful Love, The Search for the Self. And there was one that I did on my, when I got my doctorate, I made that into a book called Bridging the Gap to Peace, From a New Way of Thinking into Action. Those two books are available on Amazon.
All right, excellent. Well, I really appreciate you joining us on the YouTube channel today. Your practice is really unique. and just really lovely. I really like the way that you've put all of those different pieces into one cohesive business model. It's really well done.
Thank you.
You are
It's taken a while, and also meeting the right people who know how to do websites. I have a really great web person from Suncoast Web Marketing, so I'm very grateful for that. And a really good computer guy for when problems happen with the computer because of the technology and that we live with today.
Sure. Well, I think, good people attract other good people, and so I'm not surprised that you have a good team around you. So, as always, everyone, I will invite you to subscribe, like, and share. And again, if you're in the Sarasota, Florida area, and you are having a challenge in really any aspect of your life, a legal aspect, a spiritual aspect, a personal aspect of any sort, Dr. Deri is the go-to person in your neighborhood, and I will recommend that you give her a call.
I would like to just say one more thing. I am available. I do travel to other countries. I went to Belize for 7 months with Rotary International. I now have a Fulbright grant to go overseas next year. I'll work for 6 weeks with a company. I believe that's my phone. I'm going to hang it up. Forgive me. And that's, a lot of exciting different things going on. So I am available for travel as people need me. I go to other countries, other cities, etc.
Well, there you go. So not just limited to the Florida area. Well, thank you so much, Deri. I know you're busy, obviously, but I really appreciate you spending a few minutes with me and wish you all the best.
Thank you, and I appreciate you doing what you do.
Oh, it's my great pleasure. I love our industry.
All right. À tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure. Le prochain. Listen, everyone. Listen, everyone, as always, be good humans and join us for the next video. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.